claim us, we feel like we're not good enough. So that tells our childhood self we have to work harder to get their love. Situationships reactivate our survival skills from childhood. We're very optimistic about them changing. We expect them to change for us, right? Gotta love Fenty. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. We haven't had a sit down chitty chat in a minute. Been traveling, Tokyo, Kyoto, Osaka vlog coming soon. But that's not what we're here about today. Situationships. Situationships are, I feel like, our childhood selves' worst nightmare. In the sense that, what are situationships? What are situationships? Situationships to me are when one person is so involved with another person to the point where they just believe that like, that's their person. Even if the other person hasn't claimed them openly in the sense of titling them as their boyfriend or girlfriend or partner. Most of the excuses I've heard in regards to situationships are one person's like,
I'm not really looking for anything right now, anything serious, or I want to go with the flow. I want to see where things take me. I can't have a girlfriend right now. I can't have a boyfriend right now.
But they still keep talking to you, right? They don't stop talking to you. They treat you as if they are your partner. And you, maybe that kind of person where it's like,
I mean, they're saying this, but they're acting like that. They're just acting like this, but they're saying they care about me. I'm going to change them.
we're not saying this consciously, or we could be saying consciously, but in our heads, in our being, where we feel as though I'm the one they're gonna change for. Like they might come around. Like, well, let's see where this goes. We're very optimistic about them changing. We expect them to change for us. This is the reason why situationships are the ultimate boss battle for our inner child, right? So a few attributes of certain childhood traumas we all may have experienced is, getting people-pleasing attributes, codependency, and those things revolve around maybe acting a certain way to get love from our parents or siblings or anything of that sort. So for example, say if my mom comes home and she's angry, I know if I act this way, I won't tick her off. If I do this for my mom, she will be happy. You act in a certain way to receive the love you desire. And as a child, we need that for our development. We need that to feel safe. We do that to literally survive as children, being codependent and people pleasing and simply having other people's feelings be above us, right? And so for some of us, maybe like our parents created an environment where if their emotional state was that one, we would all feel bad, right? So that's when we learn how to change and act certain ways so we wouldn't affect their feelings. Situationships really test our self-worth. Situationships reactivate our survival skills from childhood. So we need a partner we like. They're a little distant, a little detached, a little emotionally unavailable, right? And that could have easily been like any of our parents growing up, right? So we sense something familiar. Detached partner, detached parent. We're like, okay, I have to work for their love. When I was a child, I had to work for my parents' attention. I had to work for their love. So unconsciously, it's in our body. It feels natural to do these things. That's why we're drawn to these kind of people where it's like, when they're like, I don't really want anything right now. And our body's like, I'm gonna be the one to make you change. It's our ultimate test. Situationships are our ultimate childhood test. And we think in our head as children, if I'm good enough, my parents will love me. If I get these good grades, my parents will love me. If I'm the good enough child, then I will get the love that I want from my parent, that I need, because I'm a child. So when it comes into partners, they don't claim us, we feel like we're not good enough. So that tells our childhood self we have to work harder to get their love. That's the only way. Our childhood selves are not telling us things like, you can go find another partner who will give you everything you desire, a partner who will claim you openly, a partner who will cuff you, give you a title, actually want you. Your inner child does not know that. Your inner child who is unhealed and hasn't really worked through the issues of, trying to validate themselves rather than in partners and stuff like that. Our inner child does not know there's other ways of getting love and self-worth. Because that's all they, she, or he knew growing up. We need to work for our parents' love. If I bring home the good report card, my parents will praise me, tell me I'm the smartest thing in the world, I'm the best. As children, we feel like we're good enough now. But when we do that one undesirable thing our parent doesn't like, then we feel like we're not good enough anymore, right? All childhood stuff that's harbored within us. And so when we have that partner that represents our childhood in a sense of like needing to work for their love, we stick around with unavailable partners because we've been doing it all our lives, trying to bend the will of anyone around us to make ourselves feel validated, make ourselves feel good enough. So our ultimate goal with our inner child is, if I stick around long enough, if I'm perfect, if I text them all the time, if I act like the perfect girlfriend, boyfriend, even though I'm not claimed, they will finally see my worth if I act the way I should to get their love. It worked for our parents, why go to work for us in partnerships? But that's why this is the ultimate battle, because it can go on for years where your self-worth gets less and less because you're like, why am I not good enough? If I was good enough, he would claim me. If I was good enough, he would want me, right? No. There's a thing that our inner child doesn't know, that there are such things as maybe that's just not the right relationship for you, right? And we identify so much with our inner child that we don't know in our adult minds that, hey, some people just aren't right for you, and that we have other choices of meeting other people. But our inner child thinks that if I don't make this one relationship work, then there's nothing. I need to make this one work or there's nothing, right? Our inner child thinks of all or nothing thinking. There's only this or nothing. That's when we can begin to reparent ourselves and notice these patterns of like, wait, I'm chasing people who don't want me, and that's okay. Doesn't mean anything about me. It's not like I'm not good enough. They just don't want me. But even hearing that could be triggering. Even like me feeling that, hearing that is triggering, because it's very triggering to my inner child. Like, what do you mean? Why would they want me? Like, it goes this whole narrative. Like, they don't want me, it's because I'm not good enough. Like, think about people in your life who's liked you and you just never liked them back. And it had nothing to do with their self-worth, right? People you may have rejected or denied. It was because you didn't like them. It had nothing to do with them. You just simply, they weren't your preference. It had nothing to do with their self-worth, or they were a lesser human being, or anything of that sort. So why can't the same thing be applied to you? They just aren't the right one for you, because the right one for you would choose you. You dig? So you don't have to work for other people's love. That's why situationships are the ultimate challenge for inner children. It's like our childhood traumas being thrown at us again, because we already went through it with our parents, right? So we're grown up now, dating pool, trying out different things, meeting new people. And so all these unhealed wounds come up, and we're just like,
He doesn't like me, it must be because I'm not good enough and I need to work for his love. I need him to validate me. Like,
because we're always so used to working for our parents' love. So that's why we feel the need to work for our partner's love, because it's what we've always done. But then we can soon learn and teach ourselves that, hey, I can just choose better partners, choose better people, choose people who want me. It's a whole process. It's not as easy as it seems to unlearn these thought processes, but that's why situationships in particular are the worst. Avoid them at all costs if you can, because like, why hold on to hope and potential? Wasting your years on someone who you're not even with, and when it officially ends, it's like, can you even say that you were with that person? You know what I'm saying? Bringing it in, that beginning part of awareness can help start the process of healing, of course, and reparenting yourself. So once you start working on yourself, you attract less situationships, because when you hear someone say,
Hey, I like you, I really do, but I'm just not looking for anything.
drop it like a hot tamale, drop it like a hot tamale, because you won't want to entertain those kind of things anymore. Because at first you're like, okay, I'll see where it goes. We feel we're vibey, we can go with the flow. Not anymore. Because you'll know what you want after you begin your reparenting process. Because inner children just want love. They want to feel validated. They want to feel good enough. They don't know what they want. They don't know that they want a solid relationship, or if they want to work on themselves more, because they're just so caught up in trying to just feel safe. So yeah, that is why situationships are like the ultimate boss battle for our inner children and our childhood trauma, because it represents everything we've done in our childhood. Situationships are the ultimate test. This feels very familiar to our childhood trauma. Working for love, codependency, people pleasing. Situationships never end well. Find someone who wants you. Find someone who cultivates a relationship with you, not someone who's going with the flow or unavailable and waiting for them to change, because they won't for you. They won't for you. They'll change for themselves. And that's my little TED Talk here today. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. All right, have a good day. Bye.